got lots to talk about today, so get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, to start with, we have a great UFO video shared by Jaime Maussan where you see these blowing glue spheres descending or moving across the sky. It's unclear to me which one it is, but I think they're moving across. Let's see, this is over a 2-minute clip here. Let me fast forward a little bit to see if they do anything other than what we see them doing now. Still moving across. Yeah, either way, I think that's really intriguing footage. Okay, here it gets a little different. That sphere seems to be changing color a little bit and maybe dimming, possibly just getting further away from the camera. Yeah, they're both dimming and getting further away from the camera. Really intriguing footage. So let me know what you think about that. Meanwhile, the debate over the new videos released by Jeremy Corbell rages on. Merrick von Rennenkamp says one of these is the heat signature of a Tic-Tac UAP flying off the California coast. The other is the flickering / shape-shifting engine exhaust of a distant airliner. Mick West wants you to believe one looks just like the other, despite data ruling out planes for the Tic-Tac. And yeah, so this is what we're talking about. That's the anomalous or supposedly anomalous object released by the military through Jeremy Corbell. And here is an airplane. Of course, Mick West would also have you believe that Skywatcher can summon UFOs. Excuse me, summon balloons. I stepped over my own line. But yeah, Skywatcher is summoning these objects, different categories of UAPs. And Mick West wants us to believe they are balloons. Now, yeah, I've said it before, and if you have any balloons that can be summoned, let me know, because that's a pretty damn cool balloon. But Mick West is not satisfied. He says, "Patience, Mark. You had the advantage of being fed the original video weeks in advance, yet you're still hurrying to conclusions. It takes time to winkle signal data or signal from the noisy hinterlands of the Liz." Okay, Mick, I think it's pretty clear at this point that Mick has an agenda. He is not an honest debunker, just looking at the data and trying to reach rational conclusions. He clearly is agenda driven. And, I think that it's a good thing to have debunkers. Keeps us honest, makes us, not chase our own tails, not pursue data on UFO videos that are bogus. I think that's great to have a certain amount of skepticism and, honest debunking going on. But I don't think Mick West is an honest debunker. But meanwhile, Jeremy Corbell is talking about the new Tic-Tac video.
Yeah, man, this is an interesting case. There is power in military footage. It's few and far between that we get great sensor data on something that is truly anomalous. And that's what we're seeing here, backed up, of course, by the eyewitness testimony. This ship is one of the most technologically equipped ships. But additionally, this is a senior ranking Navy official who I believe will end up coming forward. They saw these craft coming out of the water, at least one of them coming out of the water. That's transmedium. This is in the Combat Information Center. Also, they saw 4 of them in total. They saw them on radar, then they picked them up in thermal. That's why it looks black and white. But if you look at a plane through that system, you see wings, a tail, exhaust, rotors, all sorts of heat signatures. You're not seeing that here. So again, it was tracked on radar, tracked on thermal. There was a kind of a synchronized, coordinated, instantaneous departure described to me and George Knapp by the firsthand witnesses. This is really reminiscent of the 2004 Tic-Tac UFO, where Commander David Fravor, who testified in front of Congress, chased a UFO for the United States military.
Yeah, absolutely. So to me, this seems like a legit sighting of a mysterious Tic-Tac, actually a fleet of Tic-Tacs that may have been transmedium objects. I wish we had gotten the full footage. If there is full footage of these things just shooting off, that would have been really compelling and really neat to have in our arsenal. But alas, we do not have that. I wonder if there is fuller footage available, if that might be possible to get at some point in the future. Meanwhile, Daniel Silva has started a new conspiracy theory related to to Jeremy Corbell's Tic-Tacs. He says Jeremy Corbell released other videos on this day, that was April 8th, on this day exactly 4 years ago, according to this post. And this was, again, this is one of Jeremy's previous releases of military stuff. This was specifically the pyramid and the spherical transmedium objects. So Jeremy replies saying, "Whoa, Silva record. I don't even know when my pre-programmed coffee pot is going to go off." That's hilarious. Let the conspiracies begin. Yeah, so can we expect more videos from Jeremy Corbell on April 8th every 4 years? Meanwhile, a fascinating post posted by Wixie sharing this really intriguing footage of something going on here. What it is remains unclear. Is that a paranormal orb? Is that something more alien? Is that a bug? But it gets even weirder. Well, we gotta have a cat. I mean, cats add value to any video. But so does mystery smoke. Well, look at this. I think there's a little audio. Just ambient noise. Okay, yeah, just UFOs or ghosts or orbs doing their thing, guys. This is just super cool footage. I love it. If you have any mundane explanations for this, let me know. Can this be rationally explained, or is this anomalous? Or is it a hoax? Always possible. Now, this is just so weird. I don't see a hoaxer doing this, but of course, you never know. I, yeah, I'm not seeing this being a hoax, but hey, there are hoaxes out there. There are idiots that will do that and confuse the rest of us. But if this is legit, what is this thing doing? Popping out of its hole, rolling across the ground, flying around. What is up with the smoke? Yeah, I don't even know where to begin on this video. This is so wild and so crazy, but I love it. Yeah, look at that. It even bumped the tree. I've got to see it bumping the tree again. Yeah, it's interacting with that tree. It's really interesting. Okay, so you can see the branch move even before it gets there. And so I'm not sure if it's physically touching the tree or if that's the energy of the object that's touching the tree. I don't think a moth would do that if it was like a bug or something. I really don't. I don't think that, can be explained by a bat or anything like that. Either a hoax or else legitimately anomalous activity. But if it is legit, what is going on here? Is it more other dimensional? Is it ultra terrestrial? Is it paranormal? Are we looking at some ghosty stuff? Are we looking at some alien stuff? Or something else altogether? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Meanwhile, Trump says that we have some really advanced weaponry, which of course should be no surprise, but it's intriguing. Let's see what he has to say.
And I think we'll end up making a very good deal for both. But, we've been treated so badly for so many years. Again, we allowed that to happen. We've been treated so badly for so many years. But no, I don't expect that. I think President Xi is one of the very smart people of the world. And I don't think he'd allow that to happen. And we're very powerful. This country is very powerful. So let me tell you, it's far more powerful than people understand. We have weaponry that nobody has any idea what it is, and it is the most powerful weapons in the world that we have. More powerful than anybody, not even close. So nobody's going to do that, but I think that if that's what you're referring to, maybe it's not. But
more powerful than anyone understands. Now, if we take him literally, that might mean that it really is very exotic technology that we have. And I am absolutely sure the control group has exotic technology. I don't know if that's available to the rest of the government or military, though. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Either way, I'm sure that they do have some advanced weaponry we don't know about. I think that's probably what he's suggesting here. He's probably not talking about actual alien weapons or alien-derived weapons, but of course, you never know. Of course, Trump says a lot of stuff. Is this just him saying stuff? Of course, sometimes when he says stuff, he seems to be saying stuff to a purpose. Here, it seems to be letting China know that we are very powerful and not to be trifled with. Which is a political point or a national security point, I suppose. But could there be more behind his statement? Could it be an admission that we do have exotic technology and that it is weaponized? Meanwhile, Skywatcher has been putting out a notice saying they are looking for camera experts and camera people to help them in their quest to bring us UFO disclosure. But in this post from Jake Barber, they talk about some interesting things here. So let's go over it. Two of the primary challenges for our camera operators right now are digital interference and the extreme speed and movement of the objects. For the former, there seems to be something about the phenomenon that interferes with digital camera technology. Because of this, we are looking to also add a vintage camera suite. There's lots of evidence that suggests analog imagery of the phenomenon produces better results in some circumstances. So I thought that was really intriguing. Obviously, we know the phenomenon interferes with cameras, it interferes with electrical equipment, it can, shut off cars. Unclear how much of that is simply a byproduct of their technology, or how much of that is deliberate. Some of it definitely seems deliberate. They can cloak themselves from us, reveal themselves to us at other times. When Scott Roeder, the crime video analyst, came on Cosmic Road and was talking about the Las Vegas case, he revealed that the being in the backyard that was right by the fence, totally unnoticed to the homeowners that were walking right by it. It was invisible to them, but he revealed not only was it invisible to them, but it was cloaking itself from the camera. There were actually half as many pixels where the being was than in the rest of the visual at that time. So that is super fascinating that it has that ability, whether that's some technology it just had on its person or whether it can do that with its mind to interfere with the camera to reduce the amount of pixels. Really interesting that they can mess with our technology. However, Skywatcher keeps on getting videos of these things. So if they are interfering with our Skywatcher's cameras, it's interesting that they're not doing it all the time. If they wanted Skywatcher not to have any videos of them, I think they could do that. But the fact that they do interfere with Skywatcher's tech sometimes raises questions. Why sometimes and not others? Why do some UFOs put themselves in between the Skywatcher cameras and other UFOs, specifically the jellyfish UFOs? Why is that? Really intriguing stuff. How intelligent are those things? Are those space animals or other dimensional animals? Thought projections? What is Skywatcher capturing in their videos? And what is the fact that they are interfering with Skywatcher's equipment sometimes mean? And why only sometimes? Meanwhile, a short but juicy UFO video shared by Steph Kent. Thank you, Steph. Appreciate it. Look at that. Just shoots off into the clouds and there's a flash of light. Now, this could totally be bogus, absolutely 100%, but it's very compelling footage, and I really love how it just shoots up into the sky. If it is legit, I wonder what that flash means. And it's, there's also a little dot that appears right there, right before it flashes. Is that just a lens flare? Or is that, some part of the apparatus of it, vanishing into the clouds? Is it going into a wormhole? What exactly is it doing? Let me know your thoughts. Oh, and here's the Feigen sharing an awesome video of jetpacks. Man, I want a jetpack. I think you have to have arms built like a gorilla to use them in this fashion. But yeah, those are awesome, man. Doesn't that look like fun? Man, I want a jetpack. And Think Tank is sharing this video of a UFO enjoying a ball game. Check it out. Wait for it. Boom. There we go. Just a orb hanging out, enjoying a ball game. Could that be a balloon? I guess that could be a balloon. I guess you could say everything is a balloon. And there are definitely balloons out there, but look how stationary it is. And how generally unballoon-like it looks, to me at least. I'm not seeing anything that would scream balloon to me, but hey, you never know. Either way, a cool UFO video. Where is the location of this? Yeah, this is UFO enjoying a baseball game as seen on MLB Network. Don't know exactly where that is, but definitely an intriguing UFO. Last but not least, a very confused tiger. Where'd it go? Where did that duck go? I don't know. I don't know. Where'd it go? It just vanished. Let me know what you think about this awesome duck and confused tiger in the comments below, along with everything else. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store, becoming a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.